Love me as I am. Take me as I am. Accept me for who I am. Those I need. Tell me, say.
Love me as I am. Take me as I am. Accept me for who I am. Toshandirika. Love me as I am. Take me as I am. Accept me for who I am. Toshandirika.
Hello everyone, welcome to Triple H, Healing, Help and Health. Today we're going to talk about depression, and here in the studio I'm joined by Sharon Munyarazi Makuyana, my friend, my sister, and she's going to help us talk about depression today. Hi Munya.
Hi.
Can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Sure thing. Hi, everybody. So, my name is Munya, or Sharon Dorimana. And I'm a mom of two, a wife, events planner, florist by talent and trade, marketer by profession, yadi. Your research mission. But yeah, I'm so excited to be here. And thank you for having me.
So let's just dive into it. Yeah. Depression. I know we have, both of us, we have gone through depression. Yeah. Can you just help us unpack what is depression, or even just from what you have felt and said this is depression?
Yeah. So for me, I mean my upbringing was not bad. Like, guys, I had like the best parents in the world. But when you grow up, there are certain things like you can't plan for, and it just happens. And for me, it was moments where you just feel sad. Mm-hmm. 1 minute, I'm happy. The next minute, I'm self-doubting, like doubting myself all the time. I feel like the world is against me. I feel like everything I'm doing, nothing is happening. And when I knew that, okay, now this is a problem. We all go through, like, you know how you always research if you get a pimple. I started researching after I realized, okay, I can't sleep. Mm-hmm. I couldn't sleep. And then I even got to places where I can't breathe. Like I'm having like anxiety attacks. And at first, like, you think, oh gosh, I'm dying, right? And then you get to a place where you're like, okay, what's really going on? So it's a real mental fight. Like, you're struggling and you're fighting with yourself and with reality at exactly the same time. Okay. Yeah.
From phobias, because I heard you saying that you had phobias. Can we say that phobias part of depression, they enact depression, or it's just a standalone thing? Because for me personally, my phobia is claustrophobic, and so if I'm closed in an area that no windows, nothing, I get paranoid and I get panic attacks. And this happened way back. So would we say that, is it because of someone being depressed, or there are certain phobias that we can say this is from depression?
I honestly believe that a phobia can heighten depression. Okay. So, for example, depression, for me, I'm not an expert, by the way, but I just go based on what I feel. And for me, depression is it's a mental thing. Okay. So, a phobia is also a mental thing, because it's something you can actually get through. So if you're scared of spiders, you'll actually have situations and scenarios where when someone starts feeling like they get creepy crawlies all over their body, it's their phobia has been heightened through and because of depression. For me, death is a fear for me. That's the truth. I don't know who else it is for, but for me, death has always been a fear. I like life, Shem, and I know how to live it. You know what I mean? So for me, death has been a phobia. And I think that's why for me, it was heightened. That's what was heightened for me. Because I couldn't breathe. Like my husband would say, no, but my guy, like, you're fine. And I'm like, no, you don't understand what I'm saying.
I can't breathe.
You know, I can't breathe. And it was literally because my mind was also not ready. And it was just going through too much all at the exact same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. From the depression that you faced, because maybe you can help us understand, or maybe you can help us from your experience. Yeah. How did you cope? Because yes, your husband was there, maybe, I don't know, but how did you manage to just say, okay, I'm going to do A, B, C, D, and you were okay, or you were going at a step and stage of being okay?
I honestly don't think you get over depression.
Okay.
I think you go through it. And there's still moments right now and in life where you get to places where I feel frustrated, or I feel, okay, I'm going back into a bad place, but I've come up with mechanisms. My depression was, I believe that my depression was spearheaded when I had my child.
Okay.
So when I had my son, I experienced postpartum depression. Africans, you're a woman. Like, listen, you don't go, like, depression, they say is like, I'm racist-ish. Like, depression, they say, is like a white disease. You know, like, rich people diseases. It's part of it. But the truth is, it happens more often than not. And for me, after I had the baby, I felt inadequate as a mom. I felt like my life, okay, all of a sudden, like, I was a go-getter, sports, you name it, I was in it. And now I felt like I couldn't do it. I just felt like a failure, no matter like where I looked. I just felt like a failure. And that's what triggered
everything.
For me. It was, guys, it was a downward spiral where I was so much fun to be around. Not so much anymore. My husband, I'm sure he probably thought, I should have, dated this one for longer. Because clearly she got issues. But, I mean, we worked through it. I prayed about it. Christianity was a really strong medication for me. So I had to start praying about it. I had to actually tell myself, like, I had like my own Oprah moments, where you tell yourself, hey, you're amazing. You're all these things. Those acclamations and affirmations actually started helping me to say, you know what, okay, you're going to be fine. I think that's what really actually helped me.
Okay, guys, we're going for a short break. Then when you come back, we're going to talk about depression and culture, our own African culture. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Just make sure we know what you're feeling about this topic. And yeah, thank you.
I said, love me as I am. Take me as I am. Accept me for who I am. And those I need. Tell me, say.
Love me as I am. Take me as I am. Accept me for who I am. Doshandirika. Love me as I am. Take me as I am. Accept me for who I am. Doshandirika.
Welcome back, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and just let us know what you're feeling, and let us know what you want to talk about depression from what we are discussing. So back to what we're talking about. Before we went for the break, you were talking about culture.
Yeah.
You remember, if I have to just trace back, when I got my depression, that time when happened, so it was not easy for me to go to my parents.
Yeah.
But it was easy to go to you.
Yeah.
Can you just, with culture now, can you just tell us then the stigma that is there around us blacks when it comes to depression?
Yeah, I think there is a misconception that because you're black, you're not human. And all you are is strong. African is not spelled S-T-R-O-N-G. That's not how it's spelled. So we still also go through what everyone else
is going through.
And I think it's even worse because we have never been the sort of community, or have never had the sort of culture where you just talk about it. Like,
or
it's
even
very
go for
difficult.
a therapy.
Yeah, like, your therapy.
My dear. My guy.
Now you're mad. You know what I mean? Like, if you go for therapy is for crazy people. But it's not. And I remember when I went through it, it was very difficult for me. Till now, I think I only told my dad.
Yeah.
I think it was probably early this year, because we had another instance where a friend of mine was also going through depression. And I was like, listen, I totally understand. And I remember my dad thinking, okay, she's just crazy, And I'm like, no, these things actually happen. Like, there are times where life is just happening too fast. And the funny thing is, a lot of how we've been brought up has not actually gotten us ready for adulthood.
Yeah.
So you could tell me, okay, you need to go to school with a degree. But what you don't tell me is that at work you could be sexually harassed. What you don't tell me is that at work you could go through such workload that it becomes overwhelming. So things like that make it very difficult for you to even open up to our elders about what we're going through. I'm sure my parents or your parents, I'm sure our moms went through depression. I'm sure our fathers put them through a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't have that conversation. Shinga, you know.
Shinga. Itamunhu
And
Naswika munhu mukuru.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, life doesn't work out like that. Life isn't like that. Like, you can't just be strong 24/7, 7 days of the week. Things happen. Guys, life is happening. And I've got feelings towards what is happening with life. Some of them I can control, you know, some not so much. So the stigma has to stop. It's okay for an African woman. It's okay. African, white, Caucasian, you know, Chinese. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. The important thing is it's also okay to get yourself into a place and in a community where you can actually get to talk about it. Because talk through your problems. You know what I mean? Don't shut out, because then that just gets worse. Think of the number of what do you call it when someone kills themselves? Hello.
Suicide.
Like, yeah, the number of suicides that
have
happening.
happened.
It's simply, a lot of the times it's
Depression.
because you've no one to talk to. You've got these thoughts and you can't talk about them. Talk about them. Dude, I could call you easily and say, yo, dude, I'm
That's
not
happening.
feeling crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling crazy. And you could talk me down. That's creating that environment where it's safe to have a conversation like this. And I think that's also the importance of this show. And well done for even getting this together, because it gives people a platform to actually talk about them. Zero judge. Let me see you judging in the comment section. I know where you live. But what I'm saying is, it's important to actually have a platform like this. You know what I mean? To have the conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, good on you.
Okay. I wanted to share, maybe it's something that we have shared together in private, but it's something that I just wanted to talk about. Okay, you know, with getting into a relationship, you're married, but you were in a relationship before. Forgive us, Clem. But anyway, on that issue, you get into a relationship, right? And because we have said there are many things that triggers you as a person in order for you to have depression and stuff. So now when it comes to relationship, you are in a relationship, something happens, then you get depressed. What can you tell a person? That is there any chance for that person to get back up again, or do they have to let it in and cry? Because some of the people, they close themselves, they don't want to talk to anyone or anything.
Get out. I even told you this. Get out. Like, let me tell you the truth. Listen, the whole point is, let's be frank.
Yeah.
Okay. When I went through my depression, by get out, I mean, get yourself outside of that space.
Situation.
And that situation that makes you feel that way. Postpartum depression, it's my kid. I feel like I'm not a good mom. How about you surround yourself with good moms so you actually see how
what's going on
and what it is to be a good mom. In a relationship, women, and I'm sure guys go through depression. No, we put men through a lot too. Like, I mean, we're there in the streets as well. But you can't get through, let's say a boyfriend's cheating, or he's beating you, or he's not treating you right. Guys, you can't say I'm getting out of depression, but you're staying with that same person.
With the same person, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're feeding your depression. They literally, and you're taking it. So you have to get yourself outside of that situation. Talk to someone. It's not easy. When I say get out, guys, it's not opening a door, bye-bye. But at least have a conversation. Safe space. Have the conversation. But yeah, I think part of our culture should be strong. If you're strong enough to, feel this, be strong enough to live. Be strong enough to live. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, from what we have talked about, just make sure that, as I've said before, comment, and let us know what you feel from all the topics that we've talked about. And from this point on, Munyaradzi, I'm used to call you Munya, so please forgive me. Can you just please tell us, because from when we started, you told us that what you do and your businesses. So can you just tell us more? Where can people find you? Let's say I want to have a wedding next year.
Yes, girl.
So
Follow me, Tumanako Events. It actually means hope. So that's my events company, and I also am a marketing consultant, as I said. So if your business is struggling, with looking for clients, give me a call, and you can contact me on my Facebook page, Munya Sharon Mupinda, which is my maiden name. It's tough to change, okay? Or Instagram as well. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you guys for joining us today. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Hope to see you next time. Bye.
I said, love me as I am. Take me as I am. Accept me for who I am. And those I need. Tell me, say.
Love me as I am. Take me as I am. Accept me for who I am. Doshandirika. Love me as I am. Take me as I am. Accept me for